Today, I'm going to introduce a workflow that
lets you replace any character in an existing video
using just a single reference image.
you can swap the original character while fully preserving the performance, emotion, timing, and natural motion of a source video.
This workflow brings any character to life by accurately replicating the performer's facial expressions, eye movement, body language, and overall motion dynamics.
From subtle facial expressions to eye contact, movement, rhythm, and emotional delivery, every detail is preserved to create cinematic results. You also can completely transform the background and surrounding environments while keeping the main character perfectly consistent. Everything around can shift dynamically to create a fresh, dramatic, and emotionally rich atmosphere, while the character still feels as if they truly belong in every world they step into. I won't cover the installation process for ComfyUI and LTX 2.3 again. Just check the tutorial videos on my channel and follow the setup instructions there. Now let me explain how everything works. Inside the settings section, you can choose between character replacement or background replacement. You can also configure the video length, starting frame, FPS, resolution, and decide whether to keep the original voice audio. Set it to true if you want to preserve the original voice, or false if you want LTX to generate a more natural voice for the character. In the green prompt section, you only need to describe the character, environment, and actions. No need to type the dialogue. I already built a feature that automatically reads the dialogue from the original video and inserts it into the prompt for you, as shown in the black Final Prompt section. It's surprisingly accurate, almost suspiciously accurate. The core idea behind this workflow is using LoRA to replicate the motion of the original character onto the new character. Because of that, the first frame of the input video must match the first frame of the output video almost perfectly, except for the replaced character. Normally, doing this manually with separate AI tools or editing software would be a complete nightmare. So I automated the whole process by integrating a Flux 2 Klein edit subgraph. As you can see, the character replacement blends naturally into the original scene with very impressive accuracy, integrated perfectly into the scene, matching the lighting, visual style, and atmosphere in a very natural way. For option 1, after reviewing output setting, selecting the character's natural voice, inputting the initial prompt, verifying the audio, I simply press Run. The workflow will automatically generate the first frame for output. At this point, if I'm not satisfied with the image generated by Flux, I can restart the process. But luckily, everything is going smoothly today. Then the workflow read the video dialogue, inject it into the initial prompt, and combine it to be the final prompt. After waiting a few minutes with option 1, I get the result shown on screen. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out.
Today, I'm going to introduce a workflow that lets you replace any character in an existing video.
Next, let's move on to option 2, background replacement. First, I'll review some basic settings to make sure everything is set correctly. Since we're only replacing the background this time, I'll keep the original voice audio from the character. After press Run, the system automatically reads the dialogue and inserts it into the prompt step by step. Then, Flux 2 Klein Edit generates the first output frame by replacing the background image to the first input frame. As you can see, the image quality looks fantastic, and the character blends naturally into the new environment. Then, inside the subgraph, the SAM3 segmentation node isolates only the main character, allowing the DW pose node to generate a single clean pose reference. This helps prevent random unwanted characters from appearing in the new background. From there, LoRA recreates and preserves the original character's movements while smoothly integrating them into the newly generated animated environment. The final result is a video featuring the original character placed inside an entirely new scene, all generated quickly, naturally, and with minimal effort, as you can see on the screen.
Today, I'm going to introduce a workflow that lets you replace any character in an existing video.
Hope you have fun creating with this workflow, and don't forget to support the channel.